fellow students, I am Dr. Shoma Sengupta, Associate Professor, Commerce, Kamala Nehru College, University of Delhi. Yesterday we discussed Management Information System, the definition and its history. Today we will continue with that discussion and we will discuss the specific application of MIS in different aspects of management. The topics which we are going to cover today are Management Information System, an overview, types of information system, MIS and levels of management, MIS model, functional aspects of MIS, financial MIS, manufacturing MIS, marketing MIS, human resource MIS and other MISs. To give a brief idea again about Management Information System, an MIS provides managers with information and support for effective decision making and provides feedback on daily operations. Management information systems are not only computer systems. These systems encompass three primary components. One, the technology. Two, the people, that is individuals, groups and organizations, and data, information for decision making. Output or reports are usually generated through accumulation of transaction processing data. Each MIS is an integrated collection of subsystems which are typically organized along functional lines within an organization. We discussed in our earlier lecture that MIS is a system whereby inputs are there in the form of raw data, processing is done through computer processes, and the final outcome is the information and which is transmitted or transferred to different areas or different departments where it is required. Now, there are different types of information system. The first one, the basic one, and that is transaction processing system or a TPS. A TPS is used for record keeping which is required in any organization to conduct the business. Example, sales order entry, payroll, etc. TPS is used for periodic report generation in a scheduled manner. So, it caters to different needs. Whoever need whatever type of information, they can get it from TPS on demand. Then there is decision support system. A DSS has sophisticated data analysis tools which support and assist all aspects of problem specific decision making. The third one is executive information system. Now, here certain calculations are done before decision making. It does trend analysis, exception reporting, etc., the results of which are usually presented in a graphical form tailored to the executive's need. The fourth one is the MIS or Management Information System per se, which we have been discussing since yesterday. MIS provides information that organizations need to manage themselves efficiently and effectively. The basic operations are recorded by the TPS of the organization and MIS consolidates the data on sales, production, etc. It means that MIS collects all the information, processes it and provides the information to different departments. Then comes the final one, and that is execution system. These systems are designed to directly support people doing the value added work that customers can care about, such as practicing medicine, designing buildings or selling investment. So, they have specific applications in different field and that is why they are known as execution systems. They are also known as functional area systems. Now, we will discuss the different levels of management and how MIS is helpful in decision making in each of these levels of management. A manager's requirement of information depends on the level of management at which he is operating. In the context of MIS, management can perhaps be best defined as a process of selection of objectives, judicious allocation of resources, determining operational plans and schedules, keeping control of progress, evaluation through feedback. Each of these areas require certain decisions to be made and MIS is helpful in providing that information. There are three broad levels of management: the top level management, middle level management and operating or lower level management. Top level management takes strategic decisions. Strategic decisions are decisions regarding the overall working of the organization, overall goals or missions of the organization, keeping in mind the resource constraints, the internal resource constraint and the external resource constraint. It extensively does the SWOT analysis, that is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats analysis, and also ETOP profile is created, that is the external environment is monitored as well as the internal environment is monitored. So, it is the environmental threats and opportunities profile which is created for strategic decisions, and MIS is helpful in doing that. Tactical decisions are taken at the middle level and operational decisions at the junior level. Operational decisions are the day-to-day decisions which are taken by lower level management, while tactical decisions are taken by middle level management for the department, how the department should work efficiently and effectively. The top management and MIS we are going to discuss now. The top management's concern is the entire organization or group of organizations. The top management establishes the policies, plans, strategies and objectives of the organization as well as the budget framework under which the various departments will work. These factors are promulgated and passed on down to the middle management. They are translated into cost and profit centers. At this level, situation becomes fuzzy, ambiguous and unstructured. Hence, more of non-programmed decisions are taken at the top level. The job contents of top management are heavy focus on planning. Most of the time the top management is involved with policy formulation for the whole organization, planning for the whole organization, strategic planning, organizational planning they are concerned about. So, most of the time they are concerned with the environment, the external environment specifically, as well as the key indicators in the internal environment like the profit, the sales figure. Most of the time they are concerned with what the competitors are doing, what the government policies are, what type of economy we are working in. So, information regarding all these things are required by the top management. Moderate focus on control is there because the control part is mostly done by the middle order or the lower level management. The top management is more concerned about planning part. The time frame of decision is longer in comparison to middle level and the operational level. It is generally 1 to 5 years. Sometimes it is more than 5 years also, but no, not more than 10 years. Broad scope of activity is there. Very complex decisions are taken by the top management as many variables are there and they are not well defined. Type of information used is mostly external, as we have discussed just now, that they continuously monitor the environment. So, MIS will be concerned with providing them all the information which is available in the external environment. Creative and innovative decisions are being taken by the top management because top management people, they are considered as the visionaries of the organization. If they have the vision, then only the organization can reach great heights. So, they generally are more creative and innovative. Few people are involved in top management. Naturally, the organization is pyramid shaped. So, at the top, there are only few people who are involved with top management decision making. MIS should be designed keeping in mind the following points. Decisions are future oriented at top level. Information should be helpful in taking non-programmed decisions. Information about changes in the environment is required. Information regarding the internal operations of the company, like the key factors as I told you, the profit, sales volume, turnover, etc. are important here. Results should be presented in the form of a summary rather than detailed format. Why? Because the top management don't have that much time to take out detailed reports and analyze them and all. If they are presented to the top management in the form of summary or formats, a particular format, then only top management can pay attention to the key areas and take decisions on them. Now, we'll talk about the middle level management. MIS for middle level management. The manager at the middle level is mostly concerned with acquiring and controlling the necessary resources to implement the objectives laid down by the top management. He is concerned with managing his own department. Middle management issues specific schedules and measurement yardstick to the operational management. The job content of middle management is quite different from the top management. Their focus on planning is moderate, but they heavily focus on control. Time frame of decision is shorter in comparison to top management and is generally 1 year. Entire functional area falls under the scope of activity. So if it is production department, then all activities related to production will fall under the purview of this departmental head. Likewise, it is for marketing, R&D, or take any other department. Less complex decisions are taken here because the variables are better defined in comparison to what the top managements get. Type of information used is mostly internal with reasonable accuracy. So it is different from the top management's position, where they are more concerned with the external information. Persuasive and administrative decisions are taken up here because whatever plans and policies are laid down by the top management, the middle management work vis-a-vis all those policies. Moderate number of people are involved in case of middle level management. That means they are more in number in comparison to top management, but they are lesser in number in comparison to operational or lower level management. How we should design the MIS then? MIS should be designed keeping in mind the following points. Decisions are important for the present as well as for the future. Information may be relating to utilization of resources, measurement of performance, etc. It helps in finding out deviations of the critical variables and taking corrective action. As we have said that the middle level management are more focused on controlling. So they need information regarding the actual performance of the department as well as the standard performance fixed by them or by the top level management. And then they make comparison of these two factors and they find out the deviations, causes of the deviations, and then they try to rectify those problems. So they are concerned with the benefit, the effectiveness and efficiency of the department, whether they are able to achieve the goals set for their department. Now come to the third level or the last level of management, and that is the lower level management. Operating or lower managers are responsible for day-to-day affairs like production, scheduling, and such specific tasks within the well-defined rules and procedures. The operational levels has the responsibility of producing goods and services to meet the revenue, profit and other goals, and also see to it that the operations are implemented effectively and smoothly in the organization without any hiccups during the day. There may be small problems that may occur in the production process. And if they are of routine type, then naturally they are sorted out by these operational level people only. Only the problems of exceptional nature are referred to the higher level or the highest level. Now, all this helps in achieving the day-to-day goals of the organization. The job content of the lower level people is minimum focus on planning, heavy focus on control, time frame of decision here is day to day. Single sub function falls under the scope of activity. Straightforward decisions are taken, less complexity is there because they are routine type. Type of information used is mostly internal and historical and with high level of accuracy. Decisions has to be efficient and effective. As it is the last stage of the pyramid, so many people are involved in this level of management. MIS should be designed keeping in mind the following points. Decisions are of a routine nature. Since the situations are repetitive, it is easy to specify how the decisions are to be made, hence more programmed decisions are taken at this level. The manager is concerned with details like the number of hours each machine operated, number of units produced per hour, etc. So all these day-to-day operations they are concerned with. Now we will discuss and we will try to analyze an MIS model. MIS works like any other system. There is input, processing and output. Specific things about MIS model are as follows. It provides reports with fixed and standard formats. Hard copy as well as soft copy reports are produced by MIS. It uses internal data stored in the computer system. End users can develop custom reports, that means customized reports can be generated out of whatever information being given by MIS. It requires formal requests from the users. So, if the user changes his requirement, MIS will provide information accordingly. It provides support to managers as they work to achieve corporate goals. It enables managers to compare results to establish many goals and identify problem areas and opportunities for improvement. Also, MIS uses web technology and hence data may be made available from management information system on a company's intranet. Employees can use browsers and their PC to gain access to the data. Now, here we are showing an MIS model. In this MIS model, what you can see is when business transactions take place, the informations are gathered in transaction processing system, and from transaction TPS databases are created. These databases then provide information to the management information system, MIS system, where this data is processed. Also, data comes from internal offices as well as the external database also provides information. Different types of reports which we discussed in our earlier lecture also, they are created from this MIS department, whether it is the scheduled report, key indicator report, demand report, exception report or drill down reports. Then the information is also transferred for other systems like the DSS, decision support system, executive support system and expert system. So, this information which is generated from MIS is then transferred to other systems. So, this is the model of MIS. Now, we will discuss the inputs or sources of MIS. It is the strategic plan on the corporate policies of the company that is the first input, because MIS will work vis-a-vis these overall strategic plan and corporate plans. Then the transaction processing system TPS. In every type of MIS, the information is gathered first by the TPS and then it is transferred to MIS. MIS will select the information which is necessary for a particular purpose from the TPS. The TPS of the company provides internal data like payroll, sales forecast, sales data, etc. The external sources include the market, the economy, the suppliers, the customers and the competitors. So, database about each of these external factors is also maintained in the organization, and as and when the MIS requires such type of information, it is provided by the database of external factors. The outputs of MIS we have discussed earlier in our earlier lecture also. Here I am repeating again. Scheduled reports are there, which are periodical reports on a schedule basis like daily, weekly, monthly. Key indicator report which summarizes the previous day's critical activities, typically available at the beginning of each day. Demand report gives certain information at a manager's request. Exception report automatically produces when a situation is unusual or requires management action. So, we will now see again these types of the performer of these type of reports. First is the scheduled report. In a scheduled report, the daily sales detail is given like we discussed in the previous lecture. It is prepared on a particular day and the transaction which has been taken place in that particular day are reported in the form of a scheduled report. The order number, customer ID, sales representative's ID, shipping date, quantity, item code, amount, everything is mentioned in this report. Then the next one is the key indicator report. Key indicator report shows the figures relating to certain key indicators which will help in decision making within that area. Like here I am showing you the total orders month to date and the forecasted sales for the month. So it's a kind of a sales report, and sales is one of the key indicator. We can compare this month's figure with the last month's figure, with the last year's figure, as well as we can compare the month's figure with the forecasted or the standard sales which we have set for that month, and then we can find out the deviation and take the corrective action on the basis of this key indicator report. Then comes the demand report. Now demand report is as is demanded by the executive. Now here if somebody asks for a daily sales report, then naturally this type of sales report will be given, that who are the sales representatives and how much amount of sales they have achieved during a particular month or particular day. So this is the demand report which is as demanded by the executive. Then comes the fourth one, and that is the exception report. Now in this exception report you can see that in exception report we have taken up those orders which are exceptional in nature, which is crossing or an amount of $10,000. So we have taken up two such orders which are above $10,000. So the executives might be interested in monitoring these two orders because they are exceptional in nature, they are profit making in nature. Then we will discuss now each of the functional areas. First of all, what are the functional aspects of MIS? As we have discussed in our previous lecture also, that MIS caters to different departments, whether it is operation or production department, the marketing department, the finance department or the personnel department. MIS is an integrated collection of functional information systems, each supporting particular functional areas. A centralized database has to be created in an organization for application to various functional areas of management like operations. Now in operations, what are all are important? Inventory costing, capacity planning, job performance, requirement plan, purchase commitment. In finance, the next is finance area, financial plan, cost and asset accounting, budgets, accounts receivable, payroll, marketing. In case of marketing, order entry, billing, sales analysis, forecasting, distribution statistics. Then the last one is human resource management. Here recruitment, placement, training, compensation, maintenance, these are all functional areas of MIS. We can see it in the form of a diagram also. Now in this diagram again the TPS is collecting, the transaction processing system is collecting the information from different areas, whether from internet or intranet, and it creates the databases which can be used by different departments, and there it is shown the different MIS systems which may be working within the major MIS of the organization, like financial MIS, accounting MIS, marketing MIS, human resource MIS, and again they will generate those kind of report which we discussed just now, that is scheduled reports, key indicator reports, demand report and exception report. Now the functional aspect of the we will discuss each of the functional aspect of MIS. We will start with the financial MIS. Now financial accounting deals with collection, recording and evaluation of financial data. We are interested in knowing the financial performance of the company. We are also interested in knowing from where the funds are coming and where we are utilizing the funds. We have to make decisions for the next year about the sources and uses of the funds. So again we need information. Information systems are used to forecast revenue, determine the best sources and uses of funds, managing cash and other financial resources, analyzing investment, preparing the financial statements like profit and loss account and balance sheet. Financial MIS provides financial information to all managers within the organization. Now, who are the users of financial information? There are different interested parties. First of all, the management. Management require information on cost planning and cost control of operations, profitability of the firm for strategic and tactical decisions. The shareholders and the investors, why they need it? They are interested in knowing the profitability of the firm, the soundness of the investment, and the growth prospect of the firm. On the basis of these information only, they will decide their future investment plans, or whether they want to continue with the firm or they want to retrieve the investment from the firm. Then creditors, they seek information on liquidity, profitability and financial soundness of the firm. If the liquidity index and the ratios and profitability index or ratios shows a better picture of the company, then only they will give loan or short term credit to the company, otherwise not. The employees, they are more concerned about their salaries and wages, so their information is more restricted to the statement of salaries, wages and bonus. Then the government, it is concerned with managing the industrial economy of the country, collection of sales, excise and other taxes. Hence, it seeks information pertaining to that. Then the consumers and the public, they seek information regarding financial growth of the firm and the social role of the firm in different sectors, whether in the field of education, that means how they are performing their social responsibilities. Now we can show a model of financial MIS. The main portions of any MIS model is the TPS, that is transaction processing system. It gathers all kind of financial information from intranet, extranet, which may come from customers, suppliers, the parties who are working with the company, and then on the basis of that databases are created and these information are then stored in TPS. Financial MIS, whatever information they want, they get it from these TPS and also from the external field. Then on the basis of that, the outcome are the financial statements, uses and management of funds, financial statistics and control, all types of ratio analysis and everything can be done on the basis of that. This information is again stored in financial application databases, which is used for other decision, the decisions support system and the executive system, financial execution system. Then comes the inputs. What are the inputs to the financial information system? Again, the strategic plan and the corporate plans, as usual, they are most important. One source of input is from these plans, because this financial information system will also work within the boundaries set by the strategic plan. Strategic plan, it contains major financial objectives and provides often projects financial needs. Then the TPS, the transaction processing system. Now, transaction processing system, in that important information, financial information is collected in the TPS, like the cash vouchers, bank vouchers, sale vouchers, purchase vouchers, journal vouchers, payroll accounts payable, accounts receivable, general ledger, all these things are they are stored in the TPS. Then there are external sources also, like the annual reports and financial statements of competitors and general news item. Now, what are the subsystems and outputs? The financial subsystems consist of profit and loss and cost systems, auditing, internal auditing, external auditing, uses and management of funds. The outputs are account books like cash book, bank book and all the ledger accounts, the trial balance and the final accounts, that is the profit and loss account and the balance sheet. So, this is the financial MIS and how it works. Then on the same path, the manufacturing MIS also can be created. Manufacturing MIS is concerned with the operations of the organization and the production department of the organization. MIS can help in manufacturing and other operational activities in many ways. It can provide information for the following purposes: Inventory management is one of the most important aspects. Inventory management can save lots of funds of the company, and also smooth flow of inventory will be there, so there will be no wastage also. Now we have to decide on what kind of management should be there. Inventory management should be there, whether it should be ABC inventory management, whether we will classify certain inventory as more valuable in comparison to others. Also we have to find out whether we will use the LIFO, FIFO method of inventory management, which you must be aware of, that is last in first out or first in first out, so that there should not be any stagnant inventory lying, and also which may increase your holding cost. Also you have to maintain a balance between your ordering cost and holding cost. All these information can be generated by by manufacturing MIS. Then project scheduling, how it will be started and by what time it will be completed. Various techniques are there like PERT and CPM, which helps in timely completion of the projects. Then transportation cost minimizing may be another use. Assignment of jobs and sequencing of jobs, and in that you can do queuing theory also. Queuing theory is helpful in again efficiently working in the organization, or allocation of jobs to different people, so that you can reduce the idle time of any person. Quality control can also be done. Statistical quality control methods can be applied in the organization, so that you can check or put a check on the quality of the product. There is a new concept of manufacturing, and that is just-in-time manufacturing, whereby as and when you get order from the customer and you assemble the products which are available with different suppliers, and so that your inventory carrying and holding cost will reduce. So that is just-in-time manufacturing, and that will be done only if you have your information technology in place, the computer technology in place. Otherwise, you can't have just-in-time manufacturing done in the organization. Now, a model of manufacturing MIS. You can see that it is exactly similar to what we have studied in financial MIS. The only difference lies in the fact that the type of reports which are generated by manufacturing MIS. The type of reports generated are the CAD output report, the production schedules, MRP reports, JIT, the just-in-time reports, process control report, quality control report. Again, the information which is collected through manufacturing MIS is used for decision support system and other systems. The inputs to a manufacturing MIS are the strategic plans and corporate plans, policies. The strategic plan and corporate policies are the input for every type of MIS we will be talking about. The transaction processing system will provide information regarding order processing, inventory data, receiving and inspecting data, personal data, production processes. External sources include suppliers, customers, competitors, industry reports. The outputs of and the subsystems of manufacturing MIS are design and engineering, master production scheduling, inventory control, manufacturing, resource planning, just-in-time inventory and manufacturing, process control, computer integrated manufacturing, quality control and testing. So that is how the manufacturing MIS works. Now we move on to the next one, and that is marketing MIS. Now marketing MIS supports managerial activities in product development, distribution, pricing decisions and promotion effectiveness. So in all the 4 areas of 4 Ps, whether it is product, price, promotion or physical distribution of the product, many decisions has to be taken, and in these decisions the marketing MIS comes handy. They will provide you all the information which is necessary for taking decisions regarding these aspects. Marketing MIS helps in forecasting and sales planning. For forecasting and sales planning, what you need is information about the sales territory, the information about the last year's performance, also the projected sales plan for the future, keeping in mind the competitor's strategy, the customers, the type of customers we are talking about, and for that again information can be generated through MIS. Market research. In every area of market research, MIS will be helpful in giving information. In marketing research, what we do is we want to find out the solutions to different problems pertaining to marketing. Whether it is if you are interested in knowing the customer's need, you can go for marketing research. You can go for you can find out the demographics of the customers through it. You can find out the tastes and preferences of the customers. You can find out whether an advertising campaign was successful or not, whether people can recall the advertisement which was telecasted last week. So, and also once you have introduced a product in the market, you would like to find out its performance figures that can also be derived through marketing research. So, for all these information again MIS can be used. Then product designing. What type of product you want to design, what features should be included. You have to do a kind of testing also, whether people are taking up these products in an enthusiastic manner or not. And then you can test that and make changes in the product design also. You can introduce more features, you can improve upon the features of what the competitors are giving to the product. Then comes the pricing aspect. In pricing, we have to think about whether the prices suit the customer's pocket or not, what the competitors are charging, what kind of discounts and allowances we can give so that people will take up our product. In designing a promotion or advertising campaign, we need many information regarding people, that their tastes, patterns, whether the advertising campaign is a success or not, whether people can recall the advertising campaign or not. So, what is the relationship between a sales promotion campaign and the sales figure, whether it has a long-term impact on the sales figure or a short-term impact on the sales figure. For all these things again you need information. Maintaining distribution network. India is a huge country, and if you are operating on the national scale or international scale, you have to monitor your distribution network, how the product is reaching the customer, whether it is reaching the customer or not, what channel we are using, whether it is a long channel or a short channel, which one is more beneficial for the organization. So, that can be found out through MIS. Now, we can see the model of a marketing MIS. Now, the model of marketing MIS shows again the transaction processing system. The model is visible. Here database is created with the help of this transaction processing system, which collects information from the customers and suppliers. We can see that model, MIS model, and the data which is generated, you can see, is sales by customers, sales by salesperson, sales by product figure, pricing report, total service calls, customer satisfaction. So, these information can be generated through marketing MIS, and the information can be then stored in marketing application database, from which it can be used in marketing DSS and marketing ES, that means decision support system and execution system that will be collected. The inputs for marketing MIS are again the first and foremost strategic plan and corporate policies, then the TPS, sales data and sales forecast. TPS, transaction processing system, will provide that data, customer data and demographics. Now, this is very important, the demographics, because a campaign or a product will be successful only if you have studied the demographics of the customer well. Now, what are the demographics of a customer? It is the profile regarding the sex distribution, whether male or more, our customers are males or females, or young ones, children or old ones, whether they are educated population or the uneducated people who are our customers, what type of occupation they are in, what kind of salary brackets they are in, and accordingly you will derive the product and target the product to a particular group of people. Now, a product cannot cater to all these groups probably, so you have to identify a target and then you have to design the product accordingly, price it accordingly, promote it accordingly, and finally distribute it accordingly. So, if a product is meant for the upper strata of society, naturally the product will have many features, it will be priced at a higher side, it will be promoted in the channels which caters to the upper strata of society, and it will be distributed through such channels which can reach this upper strata of society. So, that is one of the example. Now, this detail is provided by the TPS. Then the market share data is also generated by the TPS. What the total pie, the market chart or pie chart, or the total pie of the market, you can find out from that pie chart how much is the share of your competitors and the market leaders and your share. If you are the market leader, what is your share and how much gap is there between you and the competitor. So, that can be given by the TPS. The territory data, the size of the territory, the number of customers in that territory, and their preferences, their patterns of purchasing, all these can be generated through TPS. The prices of the product, what prices you are charging, what prices the customers can take up the product for, and also the competitors, what kind of pricing structure they have, all these matter. Advertising budget, you can have information regarding the total advertising budget, what type of advertisement you want to telecast and how much will be the expenditure on that. The external sources are the competition, the market, and the economy. What are the subsystems and outputs then? The subsystems are marketing research, sales management. Now, marketing research we have already discussed. Sales management subsystem consists of managing the sales force of the organization. So, here you have all kind of information regarding the sales force, how they are working, how many sales force are there, how they are recruited, selected, trained, developed, what type of compensation we are paying to the sales force, how we are motivating them, are we giving them certain additional compensation such as the incentive or commission. All this information is given in sales management. How we are controlling them, that means how we are doing the performance appraisal. For performance appraisal, again we need information regarding their actual performance or performance and what we expect from them. So, this is another subsystem. Another one is sales forecasting, which we have discussed regarding the figures for last year, figures for sales figures or the targeted figure for this year on the basis of the number of customers we can generate and also the competitor's position. Advertising and promotion subsystem, we have discussed that the advertising budget, the sales promotion scheme we are going to introduce in the market, these are all subsystems. The outputs of the marketing subsystem are obviously related to the 4 areas or the 4 P's, that is product development, product pricing, promotion and advertising, and product distribution. This is the marketing MIS, and now we move on to the human resource MIS. Now, human resource is nowadays considered as the most important resources of the organization, and they have to be managed properly. For that, in every area of human resource management, we require information, whether it is recruitment of the people or their selection or manpower planning we want to do, or whether we want to train them, compensate them, place them well in the organization, placement of people in the organization, or we want to do performance appraisal of the employees, we want to fix the compensation. For that we would like to do job evaluation and all. Also, if we want to carry on any social security scheme for them, for all these purposes we require information. This information can be generated through the human resource MIS. Now, human resource MIS is concerned with all the activities related to employees and potential employees of the organization. It helps in record keeping, manpower planning, recruitment and placement, training and development, compensation or salary administration, performance appraisal, career development, promotions and transfers, job evaluation, labor turnover analysis. Now, labor turnover analysis is also very important in the sense that we waste or the company loses on account of labor turnover. If the labor turnover is the number of people who are going away from the organization or leaving the organization, it is a ratio where it shows the movement of people. So, labor turnover shows the movement of people. Now, if it is high, that means you do not have permanent employees in the organization or loyal employees in the organization. So, it is a bad indicator for an organization, because then the work will suffer. The work will suffer on account of mandates loss. Also, it may lead to there may be another reason of mandates loss, that is absenteeism. People may absent themselves from the job. Now, we need to monitor these figures, because these are the Achilles heel of an organization, and which can make or mar the future of the organization, because human resource, as we have discussed, that it is the most important resource. If they are not working properly, then naturally the organization will suffer. Also, we maintain health and safety records. In organizations nowadays, in certain types of organization, it is mandatory to maintain health and safety records where there are health hazards. In other organizations also, as good HR practices, they are maintaining health and safety records, so that they can cater to the employees whenever such needs arises, or they will not put them into dangerous machines which may be harmful to their health. Building HR policies. For building HR policies also, we require information. HR policies may be, policies are basically the guidelines to action, and they are referred to time and again. So, they are kind of a standing plan. Now, how we will build HR policies? The HR policies can be built in the areas of transfers and promotions. Whom we can be transferred and on what grounds he can be transferred, or for promotions, whether merit will be the basis for promotion or seniority will be the basis of promotion. How we will decide on the promotions to be given to the people. So, now this, if policies are there, there will be uniformity in the organization and there will be no confusion. Then we can see the human resource MIS system. Now, here again, although it is similar to the systems which we have discussed earlier, we can again pay attention to the reports which are generated by the HR MIS. These are the benefit reports, salary surveys, scheduling reports, training test scores, job applicant profile, needs and planning reports. Now, also this is stored in the database, HR application database. So, whenever we require it, we can get it, and it also supports the decisions support system and also ES. The inputs to human resource MIS are strategic plan and corporate policies. Again, they will be always referred to while creating any of the MIS, Then what are the TPSs which are the TPS will give different information pertaining to human resources. So, what type of information can be generated by the TPS? The payroll data, the basic salary, number of days present, existing DA, HRA levels, etc. Okay. Then comes the promotion data. The promotion data will show who are due for promotion and how many people have been given promotion in last 5 years, say. So, and what basis we have used for giving promotion, all these are given in the promotion data. Then the personal data. Personal data may cover wide range of things, in the sense that their experiences, their age, on the basis of age also, the levels where they are working. Also, then there can be training data. the training programs which have been conducted in the organization, what type of training programs have been conducted, who are due for training, all this information can be provided. Then there are certain external sources also, like the employees, industry and the economy. Then processing is done with the help of ratio and trend analysis, work analysis and cost or benefit analysis. The subsystems and outputs include human resource planning, personnel selection and recruitment, training and skill inventory, scheduling and job placement, wage and salary administration, performance appraisal. Now, that was the human resource MIS. There are certain other types of MISs also, and they can be created for any of the areas. Like there may be accounting MIS, which provides aggregate information on accounts payable, accounts receivable, payroll and other applications. There can be geographic information system, GISs, which are nowadays used in many organizations, which enables managers to pair pre-drawn maps or map outlines with tabular data to describe aspects of a particular geographic region, and that can be again used for in many of the company purposes. So we have seen so many types of MISs which may be related to particular functional area of human resource, particular area of management, whether it is financial MIS, the operational or production or manufacturing MIS, the marketing MIS or human resource MIS. So all these MISs, they help in making decisions in that particular functional area. This way we can create MIS for different area. Thank you very much.